Hey crafty friends, today I'm giving gratitude using My Pretty Things products. This card features Put a Bow on It Too, Sweet Dreams paper, I love this pattern paper, the Sweet Memories paper, look how pretty these colors are, the Timeless Beauty stamp and die, specifically I'm using the Happy Birthday stamp here, the Art Deco Christmas Tree stamp, and it comes along with coordinating 4-layer stencil and the Holidays Pine in Pieces die. I'm casing a card created by Andrea Shell with subtle differences. To begin, I stamped the Art Deco Christmas tree with embossing ink and heat embossed with gold. Next, I'll be using the coordinator layering stencils to bring this image to life. I'm securing the stencils with a few pieces of yellow tape, and I'm going to start with the base of the Christmas tree. I'm using some brown ink, and I'm going to ink blend with my brush. And literally you can figure out how deep you want the color to be, or if you want it to be a lighter. Just think about how hard you're giving pressure to the stencil. So next up, I'm going to use the stencil to color in the Christmas tree portion. I decided to go with the purple because I thought it would really work well with the gold embossing. It made me think about royalty, if that makes sense. Gold, purple is royalty. And I don't really use this color that much, but I thought it'd be a lot of fun, especially when I coordinated it with the purple pattern paper that I'm going to use for the bow. Ends up being really, really pretty and cute. So you see me doing a couple of tap taps off. I did mask the bottom because I did have some white pattern paper showing. Not pattern paper. I had some white cardstock showing. And I did want to make sure that I didn't get the purple on the edges where I did not want the ink to be. So next up, I'm going to be using a third stencil, and we're going to give the stars at the top of the Christmas trees some shine. And if you did notice, a couple of the colors, I did use some Catherine Pooler ink. I also used the Ton for the brown ink. In this case, again, I wanted the tops of the stars to actually shine, so I'm using yellow. And as I work through this, I love layering stencils. They bring so much to the projects, and they're so simple and they're easy to utilize. It just makes your crafting fun, quick, and it's just perfection at the end. So again, the gold with the purple, and then to top it off with the stars shining. Marvelous. What do you think? Coming together nicely. All right, so next up, I am cutting the panel. Now, I started off with the A2 size card base, but I'm making a mini slimline. So that means I had to go in, I had to cut this panel down to 3.5 by 6 inches. So that's the dimension that I use for my mini slimline. I know sometimes the dimensions are a little bit different, but that's what I'm doing here. I was trying to be mindful of how much white space I had around the edges. I wanted to have some balance, but I'm loving how this is turning out. I didn't want all the stark white. You can see how the edges look, so I did take the residual purple ink that was left on my blending brush, and I'm just going around the edges. That gives it some nice blend, and it just looks better to me by doing that. So let's assemble the bow. Did I say how much I love this bow and all the other bows that are in the kit? So I cut out pattern paper in purple from the Sweet Dreams paper. I cut out one of the tails, And I use the circle piece of the tail to line up where my bow should be centered, if that makes sense. I cut 2 pieces of the bow so that the bow was larger than the regular bow. So you can see that second piece we're just adding right on the top, and it gives you a larger bow. Or you can do a singular bow. I also cut out the center, and I put a little piece of 3D foam tape behind it, and I'm popping that right up in the center. And look how easy peasy that was. Look how cute this bow is. Oh my goodness. I just want to make a whole bunch of different bows and put them all over all my creations. They are so cute. Single bows, double bows, just bows. All right, next up I did cut a strip of cardstock to put right in the center to match that bow. It's purple, and make it look like a wrapped gift. What do you think so far? Cute. So I did add some 3D foam tape to the back. I like some dimension. I know that can cost a little bit more when we're mailing it, but that's okay. Dimension is necessary. I'm adding some greenery that I cut out from the Holidays Pine and Pieces die cut, and I used some sage pattern paper from the Sweet Memories paper pack. And I'm adding it right behind the bow. So I already have that 3D foam tape there. I'm just sliding it right behind there, and it's adhered nicely. If you wanted to, you can add some liquid adhesive, just make sure all is well, but I found that it worked just fine. And again, I'm liking how this is turning out. Thank you, Andrea. Such a cute idea. All right, so next up, we're going to go ahead and get our sentiment stamp. There are so many sentiments that come in the kit just in general. However, I am using the Happy Birthday stamp from the Timeless Beauty stamp set. And I'm going to cut that out with the coordinating die. Again, I love dimensions, so of course I'm going to put a little piece of 3D foam tape behind that and go ahead and place that on the card across the tails of the bow. And that just gave it some good boom. If you go find Andrea's card, you'll see that she used a tag, and I believe it says season greetings or something like that, but it was super duper cute. So I used Happy Birthday. You could definitely use a different sentiment. You can add a tag that hangs down, whatever floats your boat. All right, so to finish up the card, I used some sequins from the Frosted Crystals embellishments. They definitely added some flair, and I am loving how this card is going to turn out. You are going to end up seeing me add some shimmer. I have a shimmer pen that's golden color, so I did put that all over the card in different areas, and while you can't see it on the camera, it looks perfect. So to show my gratitude, this is the Gratitude Hop. I will be giving away a My Pretty Things $25 gift certificate. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And when you comment, tell me what your favorite product is that I use while creating this card. I will be selecting a random winner based on everyone who comments on this post and subscribes. Don't forget to continue hopping to the next person in the playlist. Give thanks and gratitude. It's essential. It will make somebody's day. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. Happy crafting, and go check out My Pretty Things. They have some wonderful products over there and a holiday workshop right now, virtual and in person. Such a great value. Definitely go and check it out. I'll also put it in the link in my descriptions. So thank you again for stopping by, and have a wonderful day. Happy crafting.